Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me today at yet another Express webinar session. So today's session is dedicated to exploring one of our latest functionalities, which is now available on Teamhood, which is the time off functionality. So we will be spending around 10 minutes, and I'll show you how you can start adding company-wide and personal days off, and I'll show you how it will benefit you with project planning. But before that, I would like to briefly introduce myself. So my name is Gabrielle, and I am your Teamhood coach. So my mission today is to introduce you to this functionality on Teamhood and hopefully inspire you to start utilizing it yourself. In case you have any questions in the meantime, please don't hesitate to pop them in the Q&A box below, and I'll be sure to address them at the end of our session. Now let's go ahead to the main topic of today. So as some of you may already know, the time off feature or the holiday calendar has been a highly requested feature by quite a few of you for quite a while now. So ability to add company-wide vacation or personal days off, or just vacation for a couple of teammates will, of course, benefit your project planning. So I prepared a couple of examples for us to go through, but before that, I'd like to quickly walk you through my workspace that I am sharing right now. So you can see my screen. I have a Project North, set up as a board here with a couple of phases and a couple of items here. And I also have a workload report added to this workspace, just a regular one. Now let's go ahead and start adding the time off. So it's right here, top right corner, time off. And let's go ahead and click this button here. So now what we will do, well, we will add the name of the holiday. Let's say that we want to add the Thanksgiving holiday that is coming up this week. So it will be on the 28th of November. And we scheduled this holiday for everybody in the team. So a couple of important things to mention here is that this menu at the bottom is not going to be available for everybody. So only workspace owners will be able to access it. Regular users, however, they can only add their personal days off. Now, another thing to mention is that once you start adding the time off, it will be visible in all of the different workspaces that you have in your account. Now, let's go ahead and add this time off. It's been added, and now let's go back. Let's go back to the project board. And now, so on the right side in our Gantt chart, we see that the Thanksgiving holiday has been added to the calendar view on the right. And what happens with our existing project plan? So you can see that we've had some tasks already planned. And you can see that the duration of this specific, for example, this item here, and the schedule hasn't changed. We decided not to change existing project plans just to prevent large scope data changes in case of accidental mistakes when adding the time off. However, with new items, for example, this one here, the project plan, let's assign it to, for example, Andrew. And let's set a schedule for it. Say we want to start working on this project plan from the 27th of November, and it will take 2 days to complete this project plan. We close it. And now the new work items, you can see the Teamhood respects the time off that you took on the 28th of November. So we will start this item on the 27th and finish on the 29th of November. Now let's go ahead and add another time off. So say that you are going to a conference in London. Together with a couple of your teammates. So you go in here, say that myself and Andrew, we are going to this conference in London. It will be happening from the 2nd to the 3rd of December. We add this time off. It's been added now. Now let's go back to the project board. So now what you see, you in the calendar view, you right away see with items that have been assigned to us, me or Andrew, we see that we will be off on the 2nd and the 3rd of December. However, for example, with Camilla, she is not going to the conference with us, so she is in office that week, so we can start scheduling work for her because she's not going to the conference with us. Now let's go to the workload report. Let's see what changes. So let's have a look at Andrew's task here, the development work that he has to do that week. So we see that he has too much work to do because he's going to the conference to the conference with me, right? So there is a couple of options that he could do. We could either assign this work to Camilla because she's in office on those days. What we could also do, Andrew could start this project earlier, or we could push the deadline forward. So let's say, let's push this deadline forward, and you see that now he doesn't have too much work to do. He can still finish it. He can still finish this task by the 10th of December, and he's not overworked. Now, one final thing that I wanted to showcase is if we go to the homepage of Teamhood, right here, my calendar view. So you right away see on the 28th of November is the holiday that we added, the Thanksgiving holiday that is coming up, and also the 2nd and the 3rd of December. Myself, I'm going to the conference in London, so you will be able to see all of your holidays in one place in my calendar view. This brings us to the end of the presentation. I hope this has inspired you to start utilizing this functionality yourselves. And now I'm very excited and curious to see the questions that you have. So let's go ahead and open the Q&A box. Okay, so I see one question from Joey, and Joey is asking if it's possible to update an existing time off if I want to make changes or add another day. Of course, yeah, so I'm happy to answer this one, Joey. And yes, indeed, it is possible to edit the time off that you scheduled. So let's go to this time off here. So we go on the three dots, the action menu on the right. We click on edit. And now, in case we want to change it and say the Thanksgiving is happening on the 29th, I know it's happening on the 28th, but let's say that it's happening on the 29th, we update it and we do the changes. I see there is no more questions. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this has inspired you to start utilizing this functionality yourselves, and I hope to see you in the next webinar session. Thank you. Take good care.